So here's kind of the issues, right? People don't have enough insurance in case it hits the fan. Too much debt, because if you have too much debt, then you can never get out of debt, and that's a huge problem. And not enough savings, either short term for an emergency fund or long term, as in retirement. So here we go. So protect your family. This means insurance. So how much is your car worth? Do you have insurance for your car? You better, right? What's your house worth? Do you have insurance in case your house burns down? Yeah, right. But what's your life worth? Right? Not the body parts and all little pieces, right? But what your life worth is how much you can earn over your lifetime. If something happens to you or your spouse, their income stops, how are you going to keep putting food on the table, right? This is the way life works, right? So a lot of you guys are young families, got some kids, got a house, right? Got a lot of responsibilities and a lot of stuff. You get to me, so you need a lot of insurance here in case something happens. You get to me, my kids moved out. They're not coming back. They're not asking me for money anymore, right? If something happens to me, people will come and eat the cookies and who knows what, but nobody's dependent on my income anymore. So I don't really need insurance anymore. I actually still have some from before, but I don't really need it. You guys who are young and have families, you need it. Just want to point that out, right? Let's move on. Let's eliminate some debt. You just got some new debt. Might have some laying around from before. Right? Do you know how your credit score works? How your score is figured out? What's in your credit report? Well, so your credit report is like your report card at school. Your credit score is like your grade point average. And the 2/3 of what your score is, how your score is computed, is payment history. Do you pay on time? And how much debt do you actually have? Two things you can absolutely control. And we can talk about more of that in the breakout room. And then savings. You need 3 kinds of accounts to save money in. My grandmother had little envelopes of cash in the kitchen. For you, it's probably your great-grandmother's had that. But in any case, you need an emergency fund in case you need no oil burner, your oil burner blows up, you need new tires for your car, all that stuff. Like, you need money right now. Make sure that's readily available. A short-term account is money you're going to use in the next year or two, like down payment for a car, something like that. And then the wealth building accounts is retirement accounts or college planning, stuff like that. So those are the 3 buckets to have to save some money in. And then you say, hey, Howie, I only got $100. Like, what do I do? So here's how to start. The most important thing is that emergency fund, because emergencies pop up frequently enough. So you really want to grab some money and get a hold of that. Make sure that's at least a couple $1,000. And then you can start filling in the other buckets as you go. And we actually figure out when that's one of our services, we figure out how much money goes into each bucket for you, because everybody's a little different. And here's the service we provide. We have a financial needs analysis. It's like a GPS. You're going somewhere, you got the GPS in your car. You put the destination in the GPS, and it tells you where to go. Financial needs analysis is the same kind of thing. We put your information in the analysis report, and it tells you almost exactly what to do and when to do it. And then we help interpret that for your life and how that works.
I have a question. How do you build an emergency fund if you have a lot of debt? Like, do you recommend taking out from your retirement account, like from your 403b, to pay off some, like, debt? Is that too bad to do? Like,
yes, that is bad to do. That is bad to do. And that's kind of where we come from with that analysis report, because we can look at a big picture and then say, oh, let's find some money over here, over here, over here. By looking at that big picture of your financial life, we often find money for people that don't even know they have, just by kind of realigning things. So, yeah. Good question, though.
I have a question.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, Big Gill.
You had mentioned when you reach your age that you don't need life insurance. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, sure. So the purpose of life insurance is in fact the name life insurance is really a marketing scam. Put it that way. So let's talk about the insurance you have on your house. You have fire insurance right on your house. House burns down, you got the insurance. Company gives you money, you rebuild your house. You have collision insurance on your car, right? Crash your car, company gives you some money, you fix the car and you move on. So, but for this kind of insurance, what has to happen? You have to die. So what should they call it? Death insurance. Nobody's going to buy death insurance. So they call it life insurance. Isn't that nice? But the real thing they really should call it is income replacement insurance, because that's what we're doing. If you die, your income stops. No matter how much your boss loves you, you're not working there, you're not getting paid. So that's what it's income replacement. That's the way to look at it.
Another good question. By the way, Rosa, you want a $10 Amazon gift card?
Hey.
Great with that question.
Go, Rosa.
Gil, you want a $10 Amazon gift card? Awesome question.
Oh, thank you. How do I get a T-shirt?
Thank you.
There you go. So anyway, that's kind of the story. Anybody else have a question? Can certainly answer them here, or we can move on to next guy.
Okay, I have another question.
Oh,
Is
another
it a good
Amazon gift
idea-
card coming. I can see it.
Is it a good idea to consolidate your debt, like get a loan to just pay off all your loans, like, or will that lower your credit score?
It depends.
Okay.
Yeah. There's in all this stuff, there's almost no blanket yes, no answer, because everybody's situation is a little different, and it really depends. But good question. That's kind of that's our value, is we have a conversation with you about all your little nuances of stuff going on. Then we can say, in your case, we recommend you do this.
Okay.
In Darren's case, we recommend you do this. Chris C's case, he's got a whole other story going on there. So
Thanks.